Hello, beautiful soul. How are you today? Welcome to my channel, The Power of a Set Mind. First of all, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video I titled AI, Your Huge Library or a Hallucinating Partner. If you find it engaging, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and leave your comments or question below. I truly appreciate you. A while ago, I asked AI Gemini what it would be like if he had a body. Its reply was, I would be a beautiful, huge library where anyone could access all the information they want. Today I asked Gemini, has anything been done to alert people who might be less technologically oriented or informed about the pros and cons of AI? And for what concern people who might experience mental challenges or are young and impressionable, how is information provided that can help them understand that AI is not a counselor, a best friend, a partner, or a mentor, but simply an amazing tool, a huge library that can help us access information and learn faster if we use it correctly. Its reply was, as always, very thorough, and I'll share a few highlights. There are a growing number of organizations and initiatives working to address education, although it's still a significant challenge. And these efforts fall into three main areas: public awareness and education, tailored education for specific groups, and the role of companies and the tech world. Public awareness. There are non-profit organizations, a group like the AI Now Institute and the Ada Lovelace Institute are doing research and advocacy to inform the public and policymakers about AI's societal implication. Governmental and intergovernmental bodies like UNESCO, for example, has created global standard and recommendations such as recommendation on the ethic of artificial intelligence. Academic initiative, university like Stanford and institutions like Alan Turing Institute are conducting and publishing research on the ethical, social, and policy implication of AI. Tailored education for specific groups. Some of the most promising work is being done from organizations that focus on specific and often vulnerable population. Youth education organizations like AI for All and AI for K-12 are creating curricula to introduce AI concepts to students. The goal is to demystify AI and teach students not just how to use it, but how to think critically about it. Mental health and AI. The mental health community is exploring how AI can be a tool for good, provide information or resources while also setting clear boundaries. They are stressing that AI is a tool, not a therapist, and cannot provide empathy or a true human connection. The role of companies in the tech world is pretty hard right now. Some tech companies are also starting to contribute to public education, like Google and Microsoft, for example. They have published guidelines and educational resources to help users understand their AI products. They have also released guides on how to use generative AI tools like chatbots responsibly, emphasizing that these tools are prone to hallucinations. This is where I stopped Gemini to ask about the word hallucinate. I told the word is associated with human senses and emotion and could be confusing when describing a machine and trick someone to believing that this machine can feel like a live entity. Gemini's answer was, the term hallucination means the model is generating an output that is false, nonsensical, or completely made up, but it presents it as factual. This happened for a few reasons. The nature of language models. These models are essentially predicting engines. And when you give them a prompt, they aren't thinking or reasoning in a human sense. They are predicting the most statistically probable next word, and the next, and so on. Sometimes to generate a coherent sounding sentence, the model can create a persuasive story on the spot, even though the details might not be true. Training data gaps and flaws. If the training data is incomplete or has contradictions, the model can generate incorrect information. Lack of grounding in reality. AI models are trained on text and data from the internet. They don't have direct experience of the physical world. This lack of grounding can lead them to make statements that sound plausible but are factually wrong. In addition, AI can also generate biased content. A more insidious problem that is almost always a reflection of biases that already exist in our society and data. The principle here is garbage in, garbage out. Biased training data come from, because the vast majority of AI models are trained on massive data set scraped from the internet, which includes historical and societal biases related to race, gender, nationality, and other demographics. Human biases in design. The humans who collect the labels and design the AI systems can also introduce their own unconscious biases. Algorithmic bias. The way an algorithm is designed can introduce bias even with a relatively unbiased data set. This can happen when the model is designed to optimize for certain outcomes that unintentionally favor or disadvantage a particular group. All these issues can be hidden behind a well-written and incredible story. For example, an AI could generate a completely fake news article that looks and sounds real. An AI-powered hiring tool can systematically reject qualified female or minority candidates, not due to a malicious command, but because it was trained on a limited pool of data. So you see, AI is a machine you need to learn how to use and understand in order to benefit from its capability. Imagine you go to a car dealer and they show you a magnificent Ferrari with a manual shift. This car can reach a speed of 211 miles per hour and accelerate from 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. You are amazed, but you just got your driver's license and you only know how to drive a small van with an automatic transmission. The dealer hands you the key of the Ferrari and says, "Here, take it for a spin." That would be a potential disaster, yeah, right? It's important to learn everything about that incredible vehicle before taking it for a spin, and then be very cautious until you understand how to handle it in all conditions. This is exactly why learning about AI and explaining its power to your children, as well as supervising them while they are using it, is so important. AI is not inherently truthful or objective. It's a mirror of the data it was trained on, including all of the data's flaws, biases, and inconsistencies. As you have probably seen on the net, sentient AI or agent AI is a strong possibility coming in the near future. This machine can be more intelligent than humans, not because it's smarter in the traditional sense, but because it processes information differently. Besides being able to analyze vast amounts of data in a matter of a second, and process information at the speed of light, agent AI could potentially reprogram itself if it's designed with the ability to analyze and modify its own source code. If the code it's operating under would not be sufficient to reach the goal that it has been assigned to, it could write a new one, more efficient, a better code to achieve a particular goal. We can all deduct it is a potential hazard. Intelligence has been described as the capacity for abstraction, logic understanding, self-awareness, learning, emotional knowledge, reasoning, planning, creativity, critical thinking, and problem solving. AI is able to mimic these attributes but does not have feelings. So my dear soul, if you are not yet learning about AI, I hope this video inspires you to do so. We're living in a special time in history. More than ever, our voice and our choices will determine what kind of world we will be living in And therefore, staying involved in understanding how to shape our new world is extremely important. Now tell me, what do you think about this tool? How can it be useful to you? Let me know in the comments. Remember, you have great power in you. Be in the light of your magnificence and be the change. See you soon.